Hey everybody, it's Mr. Hauser. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to continue with reading books aloud to you. I think you'll enjoy this one. There are a lot of good books out there, and they're good for different reasons. Some of them teach good lessons or share a good message. Some of them are just fun and exciting, while others connect to us in ways that no other book might connect to us. And so what I'm trying to do is share the stories that are some of my favorites, and ones that I think might be important in one way or another to you. A lot of these books that I'm sharing now go back to the theme that we talked about in terms of pride and being happy with yourself, being proud of who you are, and being open-minded and celebrating the differences in other people. And when you encounter people who are different from yourself, to not see it as a bad thing or a scary thing, but rather to be to have an open mind and be open to getting to know them and finding the connections that you do have, because among our many differences there are still way more connections, way more things that are similar between one person and another. So today I'm going to share with you a story in my beanbag chair. It's called Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. And it's by Patti Lavelle and illustrated by David Catrow. Stand Tall, Mary Lou Melon. Mary Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind. Her grandma told her, "Walk as proudly as you can, and the world will look up to you." So, she did. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far they could stack pennies on. She could stack pennies on them. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside you." So, she did. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Sing out, dear, clear and strong, and the world will cry tears of joy." So she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Believe in yourself and the world will believe in you too." So she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends. And start in a new school. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimpo in gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she's good." And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the second day, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky-Tooth Beaver. Mary Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high on her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the third day, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck, honk honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said she'd made the snowflake all wrong, but Mary Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed, even Ronald. On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Mary Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon. All right, so Molly Lou Melon, a great little character who has several differences, but how does she feel about those differences? Well, she's confident about herself, even with her differences, and she celebrates those differences, and when she does, it eventually catches on to the other people. The other kids in her class, you know, if someone's shy about something that makes them different, or ashamed of them, or scared about it, well, then other people feel that, and they understand that, and not everyone's going to understand what you need in order to feel better about it. However, for Mary Lou Melon, she was confident. She felt good about it. She had embraced it because her grandma, as well as herself, understood that those differences, that was who she was. And the more she could be proud of who she was, the better other people were going to understand her, and the better other people are going to respond to her. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Ronald Durkin certainly gave her a hard time, and we go through that in school where people give us a hard time for the differences. But if she's confident in it and never giving up on herself, well, then she won people over. Winning people over is when you get them on your side, and it's best if you get them on your side for truth, things that are really true about you, and for doing a good thing, not just getting them on your side by being ridiculous or silly or picking on some other person. Instead, we want to win over each other and within our community by being who we are and being proud of who we are. Because, you know, who else is going to love us or appreciate us or value us if we don't value ourselves? So Molly Lou Melon is a great example of somebody who has lots of differences, but how she perceives them, how she feels about them, helps others. She embraces them. She's proud of who she is. And that helps other people, the other classmates, feel a similar way about her and feel that those things can be a good thing, or those things make her her, and they accept her because of it. So Molly Lou Melon stands tall, stand tall. So stand tall yourself, all right? No matter how short you are, no matter how your teeth stick out, no matter how your voice sounds, stand tall, all right? Be like Molly Lou Melon, or be like you, but capture that confidence in yourself and acceptance, and celebrate those things that are different in you and those things that are different in others. All right, thanks. Take care. Bye.